What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have a new Kizer to take a look at. Before we get started, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I release daily knife and EDC content. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps push these videos out there to more people. And let us know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. So we have one of their new holiday packaging here with the snowy bear paperwork and a sticker pack there, good for the kids. And we have a microfiber cloth with some confetti. Changed up their packaging for the winter and fall months, which is really cool. So what we have is something that people have been waiting on, I think, for quite some time. This is going to be the Militaw in a more affordable version. Looking at Nitro V steel, there's going to be a ton of different versions of this knife available. There's also going to be budget mini Militaws available, as well as some premium versions of both. So there is a lot of Militaw folders coming, and they are also introducing the first Militaw fixed blade. So if you like the Militaw design, get ready because there's going to be a lot of different ones coming out very soon. I'll have all the information linked down in the description of this video and links over to the knives. I believe early October is going to be the release date. So Nitro V, we have a coated blade. I know I saw some versions that had uncoated blades as well. And then we have red G10 with a blue G10 inlay here. And then we have our steel liners, and of course the budget mini Militaw and this Militaw are the first time we're seeing these knives in a liner lock edition. So that's pretty cool. It feels a little different, and anyone who's had, a liner lock and a frame lock knife, that's the same design, like an Axon, for instance. There's a frame lock and there's a liner lock. They feel different. And this is the same case here. I felt that way with the mini compared to the frame lock Militaws. They just feel a little different. Not that they're better or worse. It just feels a little bit different with that liner lock opposed to that frame or bolster lock. It's kind of hard to explain, but it just feels a little different. It feels equally good and satisfying as far as the deployment goes, open and close, but there's just something different about it. We're going to have their deep carry clip that's surface mounted. There's not going to be a mounting position on this particular one for left-hand carry. I don't know if that's the same way across the board. Thinking back now, I don't know that I've seen anything yet with the option for left-hand carry. Let's go ahead and measure this thing and see what it's coming in at. I couldn't remember. 3 1/4 of cutting edge, and then you could call it 3 1/4 total pretty much there, or 3 1/2 down here, and then you're looking at 7 7/8 or so. Couple of size comparisons. We have the Para 3 and Paramilitary 2 here, and it's going to fall right in the middle of both of them. And here we have it up against the QSP Penguin and the Civivi Elementum, going to be much larger than both of them. As far as weight goes, it feels pretty solid with them steel liners and those thicker G10 slabs. It's kind of hard to place it. I'm gonna go like 3 1/2, 3.6. Oh, ooh, 3.9. Yeah, that's a heavy. That's not heavy by any means, but it's a pretty substantial knife here. This is not a small knife. It's, considerably a full-size knife. It's not quite at that 8-inch mark. It's almost there. So we could classify this as a full-size knife. Now, hopefully, if I'm smart enough, I've already released this video, but if not, not a huge deal. But there's the mini Militaw now, and if you're seeing this video, you should have seen this one already. But there you can get a good idea of what the mini looks like up against the full-size version. And I want to bring out a very common knife here in the Elementum and just kind of show everyone what we're actually looking at here with the mini. It's going to be more in line with the Elementum. It's a little bit slimmer and just a smidge shorter, but it's fairly close to that Elementum size. And this is a very common size for many people. This is the size the average person is going to want to pick up. So these mini Militaws, a lot of people, I'm sure, found the normal Militaw maybe too large. This is about the size I like to start at typically. So, you know, this is more my speed, but I have come to love this size right here. We've been talking about it all year long pretty much because there's been a ton of knives released in this exact size. But this is going to be a big hit for many, and for the people who like larger knives but never wanted to snag one of the more expensive Militaws, now's the opportunity. They have a bunch of different versions, and I want to say they have a couple of different steels in the budget realm. I think they're doing Nitro V and 154. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that they are, and there's going to be a bunch of different patterns that you can pick up. I think the mini Militaw's laughing a little bit. The spine whacker just came up on the table, and this guy hasn't been introduced to the spine whacker yet, but we are looking at a nicely centered blade there. No detent lash. As a matter of fact, the detent on this thing is a solid 8.5, which is that's damn near perfect. That's perfect on my scale anyway. This is a good detent. The action's really good. You have great access to that liner. Now, I've been saying it for a couple weeks now. With this new line, I would love to see a Militaw crossbar lock and a Militaw with the button compression lock, whatever you want to call it. A button compression lock and a crossbar lock Militaw in both sizes, in both price ranges, budget and a little bit more premium or whatever you want to call it. That's the way. So I don't know if they'll see this video, but I think that would be agreed by many of you, right? Let me know, whoever's still here, if you would want to see the Militaw in a crossbar and button compression lock. I think there's a lot of people, because there's people out there who are tired of liner locks and frame locks. It's as simple as that. So me, I don't care. But there are people out there who prefer button locks and crossbar locks over these types of knives, and they just don't buy them. So if you have everything from frame lock, liner lock, button, and crossbar, you know, I think that's a really good idea. We do have good lockup there, but it is coated on the blade and liner, and that can cause issues. Let's see if it does. The mini Militaw passed with flying colors, no issues, and it looks like this is going to be the same way, which is great. And for anyone who doesn't know, most knife companies, that is how they will test their knives as well. They'll take it and tap it on the side of their desk or wherever their station is. You want to make sure that lock is not slipping off. We're not trying to, you know, hammer a nail into a tree with it. We're just making sure it's not going to slip off there willy-nilly. I forgot I had this sitting here, but something just like this. Put the button compression lock in with the Militaw there, and this is another new Kizer design here, or it's a newer design in a newer version, I should say, a Halloween version. So that's really cool, but I'd love to see, I love the Militaw series, thousands and thousands of other people do as well. And I think other people really love the design, and more people would pick up more locking systems. There's no question in my mind. This design is set up to be able to do all of it, I think. I don't think there would be any issue turning this. I could be wrong, but I don't think there should be any issue turning this into a crossbar lock or the button compression lock. Give you one last look up at this thing, but let me know what you think. What do you think of the new budget line Militaws and mini Militaws coming out with premium Militaws? They're also doing the fixed blade. Do you want to see them do a crossbar and button compression lock version? I love hearing from you guys either way. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Really helps push these videos out there to more people. If you're new to the channel, I release daily knife and EDC content. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release a new video. I will put up a couple of my recent videos here, and here. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.